Hello and welcome to a new video, and as you can see, it's of a mystery parcel. Now what I can tell, it's something slightly different in terms of it's normally usually a Blu-ray or a video game, and it's something actually DVD related and of a popular franchise. And this particular franchise, I've known of it, but I have not really kind of watched it, even though it's been around for quite a few decades. This particular franchise, and it was only when I was flicking through Sky Movies and I saw a couple of the movies from the franchises, which I didn't see from the beginning, because of when obviously how far into the film I caught it, and I thought the set of films were actually were funny. So I did a little bit of research, and I decided to look around and see if I can find the series of box sets for this particular movie franchise, and I managed to find it, and actually for a very good price, and it arrived like a few hours ago. So as you can see, it's finally here. It is going to be interesting to see the actual condition of the actual DVD box set, because obviously it is secondhand and not brand new, and I did get it for a fantastic price. So I'm actually happy about that, considering how many films that are available in this particular box set. So I think that's quite a good bargain. And I don't know if it's because of the fact that I don't think they've been released on DVD. I think one or two of the movies have done, and there have been various different reboots and other things tried to do in the franchise, and for me it hasn't been as funny as the original. So without further ado, we shall commence the unboxing. And as you can see here, it's of the film franchise, the Pink Panther. Now, it says on here that this is a 6-disc set, and it's has 5 feature films with 3 hours of special features. Now, this has been re-released, I think, on the different versions, but I don't know what the difference is, but I just decided to go for this one. So far, from what I can see initially, is that the condition of it is actually really good. So I'm really happy about that. And you can see that it's got like a pinkish type of a hue to the actual box set, and it stars Peter Sellers as the lead role as Inspector Clouseau, and Blake Edwards, who directed most of the actual movies. The 5 feature films contain The Pink Panther, A Shot in the Dark, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, Trail of the Pink Panther. So yeah, that's 5 of them, and plus 3 hours of special features. Sorry, and this is rated PG. This is quite thick. It's to be one of them fold out DVD box sets. And I think I paid about £3.50 for this, so I think this is an absolute bargain. When I was checking elsewhere, it was actually a lot more expensive than that. Maybe 3 or 4 times the price, which I can't complain about. Special features include the all-new documentary, The Pink Panther Story, vintage 1978 special. I can't even see what that says. Behind the cartoons feature, the unknown Peter Sellers documentaries. Let's see what's on this, because it's really hard to see even with glasses. It's really hard to see it, to be honest. But there are a ton of special features in there, so that's kind of great. So that's much I can read because it's just so small. It does say here subtitles, French, Italian, Spanish, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, Portuguese, Greek, Turkish, and Czech. Obviously, it's in English as well. And the soundtrack is in 5.1. English, German, and French. And for the hard of hearing, English and German there. So you can see how the thing folds out there. So it's over 12 hours of classic comedy. As we've got there, we'll fold this out. Which I don't know if it's going to fit all on the screen. That's great there that you've got Inspector Clouseau's boss there, Dreyfus, played by the late Hubert Loom, who was absolutely hilarious in this in these set of movies, and obviously got Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau. And we can open this up, and I do love the actual artwork as you open up and you see Dreyfus there playing the piano there. Now it's called the Pink Panther because of the diamond called the Pink Panther. So you can see, I'll show you, it's not all gonna fit. So you got the first DVD disc. I'm gonna check the condition of that. That's in great condition. I do like the fact that they've put artwork on the actual Blu-ray disc to, give it some, to make it distinctive. You've got the second Blu-ray disc, also this is a 6th Blu-ray disc set. Whoa, we move to the third Blu-ray disc. Sorry, DVD disc. I'm so used to Blu-rays now. So that's really getting us. Dreyfus there, played by Hubert Loom. That's disc 3. We have disc 4. This looks in great condition. You have disc 5. That looks like David Niven on there. So that's really great. And then we have the final disc 6. So that's pretty cool. That's in great condition as well. We do get a little leaflet here. I don't know. That's really great here, which says Priceless Jam, new cat in town, getting clues. Sellers and clues are a perfect match. Do you have a room? So he tries to pronounce room and he can never pronounce it right. No shot in the dark. Let's do it again, different this time. Back in pink, on the trail of the comedy's best. And then behind the pink and the Oscars, God, I don't know what that even says. And give that Panther his own show. Pretty in concrete and top that. And then we've got the list of all the 5 movies in the actual franchise there. So you got the Pink Panther. I'll give you the exact years when they came out. You got the Pink Panther, which was released in 1963. You got the sequel, which was Shot in the Dark, which was released in 1964. There was a movie called Inspector Clouseau in 1968, but it was played by a completely different actor, so it's not part of this box set. Then we got Return of the Pink Panther, which was in 1975. We have the Pink Panther Strikes Again, which was 1976. We've got Revenge of the Pink Panther, which was 1978. And then we have The Trail of the Pink Panther, which was 1982. Now, the weird thing about the last movie with the trial of the Pink Panther, which was also released in 1982, was that Peter Sellers died 18 months before production began on the trial of the Pink Panther, and how they were able to add, they were able to put him in the movie, is that one of the movies, one of the sequels, they basically filmed over 2.5 hours. In the original cut was 2.5 hours, and then the film studio told them to cut the movie down in half. So the initial idea was that Blake Edwards wanted to sit there and was going to make the next movie after that sequel with the deleted footage, and Peter Sellers refused to do it, and then obviously they wrote the next sequel, and then obviously he died. Obviously, Peter Sellers died in 1980, and obviously the trailer of the Pink Panther came out in 1982. So what they basically did was used all the cut footage from one of the sequels from the Pink Panther movie. So half of the movie is the footage, it's a deleted footage from the other sequels of the Pink Panther, and then the second half of the movie is he basically is told as flashbacks or flashbacks in his career, so you don't actually kind of see him, and then they say that he disappeared in a plane accident. So that's how they basically covered up. And apparently the Sellers family tried to sue the film company and Blake Edwards because also they used his likeness and without permission. So I don't know how that exactly worked. And then they filmed new footage for the second half of the actual movie. So that's basically how he's actually in the actual movie, which is really kind of weird. But what I really liked about the movie, so I can try and hold this back, is that I thought that Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau was extremely fun in it. Really reminded, in terms of the slapstick comedy, kind of really reminded me of like Charlie Chaplin and like Buster Keaton in terms of his performances, in terms of the way he portrayed his actual character, in terms of the way he behaved. So he was really fun in it, and that's why I said before that over the years I've seen one or two bits of the movies but not fully watched them. And it was only when I flipped through Sky Movies the other day where I realised I actually watched bits of it. It was actually really funny. And what I really liked about the actual movie is that not only was Peter Sellers really fun in it, but I also thought that the actor Hubert Loom in it was extremely funny in it, in the movie as well, and almost steals the show from Peter Sellers. And it's that chemistry that they have in that movie, where obviously you got Inspector Clouseau was almost solving the cases by accident. He's completely bumbling, and then you have his boss. I'm trying to get his full name. Trying to find it here. Yeah, Chief Inspector Charles Dreyfus, who eventually, over the course of the first movie and the sequels, ends up losing his mind and turning nuts, mainly because of the fact that he can see that Inspector Clouseau is a complete imbecile, as he calls him, and then he's stupid, but no one else is able to sit there and see it, and that he and then nobody kind of believes him, so he starts turning a bit funny, well, not right in the head, and then ends up developing a really funny facial and eye twitch, because Inspector Clouseau's kind of driven him up the wall. But it's just the way in which Hubert is able to sit there and try to keep a straight face, but then you can slowly see that he's descending into madness because of Inspector Clouseau is driving him up the wall. And then even to a point where in some of the sequels in the movie, in the franchise, Inspector Charles Dreyfus, played by Hubert Loom, tries to kill Inspector Clouseau and then keeps failing, and then it drives him even more nuts. And it's just, and then it ends up being, even one of the movies, I forgot which one, ends up turning into a villain. And then in the other sequels, he ends up getting reformed in terms of he ends up getting his mind back, and then again, Inspector Clouseau ends up turning him nuts again, and it's just completely funny and seeing the chemistry between Peter Sellers and Hubert Lum and their respective characters, Inspector Clouseau and Chief Inspector Charles Dreyfus. It's just completely funny, and then obviously thrown into the mix the late Burt Kwok, who plays Kato. No, I think he plays Kato. Just trying to double check the actual movie, because I just want to sit there and make sure that I'm getting the Burt Kwok plays the character Kato, and then who's always attacking him because he's so that you can keep Inspector Clouseau's attacking prowess on point, and it's just completely hilarious because he doesn't know when to kind of stop. But it's just really funny. And as I said before, I'm a bit late into the game when it comes to the Pink Panther movies, but from what I've seen of it, I'm really looking the bits I've seen, it's just really funny in terms of the actual slapstick comedy, and Clouseau accidentally solving the crimes, or kind of solving the crimes, but even though his heart's in the right place and his intuition is absolutely right, but it's just the way that he goes about solving everything, and he's just completely clumsy, and even the right down to his accent and some of the words, he's trying to pronounce the words and he can't pronounce it properly. It's just Peter Sellers for me is a comedy genius. Of all, there was things with a private life, which obviously you can look into, but he was really funny in this again. And and obviously there's been other Pink Panther movies. I know there was a recent 2 sequels that they made with Steve Martin a few decades ago. But for me, it will always be Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau. It's just the way he acts, the actual physicality of the actual comedy, and his chemistry with Herbert Loom as Chief Inspector Dreyfus, who again is absolutely funny and is a scene stealer in his own right. It's just an absolute complete funny characters, and obviously you throw in Burt Walker's Kato in it as well. So yeah, if you're somebody that definitely hasn't seen any of the Pink Panther films and you love comedy, and especially physical comedy, and I think you're absolutely gonna love the Pink Panther franchise of 5 movies starring Peter Sellers and Hubert Lum and Burt Kwok, and even David Niven starred in 2 of the movies, I think. But yeah, I think you're absolutely gonna love it, because for me, I love going back into old movies, and you realize how funny they are, and some people spot by the modern day movies that are out now, but it's the classics that you just can't beat, in my honest book. And the funny thing is, from what I'm reading some history, is that originally that Peter Sellers wasn't in line for the original role of Inspector Clouseau. I think somebody else was, and then they eventually dropped out. And then they managed to get Peter Sellers to take the lead role, which worked out for the best. And there were problems between him, Peter Sellers, and the director Blake Edwards toward the sequels of the movies where they fell out and stuff like that. But I'm glad that they managed to make the movies, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the movies, all 5 of them, properly. And who knows, I might even do a short review of each of the movies over time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching all 5 Pink Panther films starring Peter Sellers, Hubert Loom, and Burt Kwok as Kato. So this is the Pink Panther film collection with 6 discs and featuring the 5 feature films. Anyway, I hope people enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share with your friends and family. Also, you can give this video a thumbs up. I highly appreciate that. I allow people to find my YouTube channel content. Now, this is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers. So it would be nice to get some new subscribers to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, then please consider subscribing. If you want to see stuff like this, wherever it's DVD unboxings, which I do very rarely, but I'm starting to get do them quite more frequently these days. Blu-ray unboxings, Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collection, as well as my DVD limited edition collection. recently did something VHS cassette related in terms of the 1985 movie Back to the Future. So you can check out that video, which I did a few months ago. Recently, I did the follow-up, which was Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS cassette. So you can check out that video. And I will be filming and uploading at some point the third and final movie in the franchise, and that being Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS cassette as well. So you can check out that. Also, video game reviews, video game playthroughs, food and drink reviews. I've recently done the Iron Brew 1901 original recipe, so you can check out that video. And I do have some other drinks and beverages that I'm going to be showcasing on my YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for that. And even any other special food products or burgers or stuff like that come my way, I might be sitting there and doing them. I don't do them all the time, especially that they're quite expensive and very fatty as well. But yeah, I will try and do them. Also, clothing pickups, which I've done a few over the past couple of years and the last year as well. I've also got I do have another clothing video coming up from JD Sports, part of the summer sale, and also another footwear product that I got from JD Sports in the summer sale as well, and also 2 other footwear products that I got over Christmas. So I'll be filming those of all the last JD Sports clothing and pickups I've actually already filmed, just a matter of uploading it. So keep an eye out for that. Also, beauty products, whether it's bath salts, body washes, shower gels, facial products, and aftershaves. And what I normally do is I follow them up as YouTube shorts, telling you whether or not if I recommend the products or not, and whether or not they're money for value. So keep an eye out for that. Also, comics, which I've been loving the Absolute series from DC Comics at the moment, especially The Flash, Superman and Batman and Green Lantern. Also, my comic book collection, which I've been collecting over the last few decades. Also, comic book graphic novels, which I'll be showcasing on my channel. Recently did Batman v 3 Jokers graphic novel, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. Also, statues and figures of recent. I've done figures. I've got 5 new figures coming up my YouTube channel. One of them is super related. One is relation to the 1986 animated movie Transformers the movie. One is relation to Star Wars. Another is a gaming franchise and of a popular character. I reached that one of Back to the Future, something related to Back to the Future, and I've got something in relation to Superman coming up as well, so you can check out that. Also, I've got some other figures that I've been collecting, that I've got from the previous January sales, previous Christmases as well, and they will be DC, Marvel, Transformers, and that's my phone going off. DC, Transformers, Star Wars, and film related. Also, a friend of mine donated me his statues and figures from a few years ago. Some of you would have seen. They were the Artifacts DC Justice League, based on the new 52 form. So you can check out those videos, and I might do them again as YouTube shorts as well. And he donated me some other statues, which again will be DC, Marvel, and DC and Marvel Star Wars related. So there's going to be lots of figures and statues I've got. And I've just got a notification to say that my Superman figure is ready to pick up. So I'll be wrapping up this video pretty soon so I can go and get it. And I'll be filming it as well. Also, and so, yeah, it's going to be plenty. And then also check out my Superboy Prime unboxing video, which... Super Prime video, which I did a few months ago. You can check that out as well. It's a great figure, and I highly recommend checking out that figure. Also, I've done some electrical appliance unboxings, so there've been 3 Vax products, which 2 of them I'll be doing as follow-up videos, and a microwave unboxing, which I'm not really gonna bother with because you know how microwaves kind of work. Also, DIY products, gadget products, and film memorabilia stuff, which I've got, again, something Back to Future related, so you can check out that. Also, accessories, whether it's for gaming, and I've recently done some different battery packs for the Xbox controllers, a glass screen protector for the Nintendo Switch 2, which you can check out as well, and also mobile phone accessories and laptop accessories as well. I do a monthly vlog, which tells you what I've been up to for the last month, and also telling you what I've been up to do for the next month. Also, YouTube rants and YouTube shorts as well. Movie and TV show reviews and recommendations. I've recently done a review of Batman Forever. Again, great Blu-ray steelbook. The movie Sudden Death starring Powers Booth and Jean-Claude Van Damme. You can check out that review. Also Mission Impossible starring Tom Cruise. First one in the franchise, and it's fantastic Blu-ray steelbook. Recently done Star Trek 3, Star Trek 3, sorry, The Search for Spock, Blu-ray, great movie. You can check out that review. Great Blu-ray steelbook as well. Also of the movie Iron Man, starring Robert Downey Jr., which is one of my favorite Marvel movies, and then probably my favorite Iron Man, stroke Marvel movies in the franchise. Also, of the movie 1982 movie Tron, you can check out that review. Great Blu-ray steelbook. The movie stands up to the test of time. And also, the 1982 movie Star Trek to the Wrath of Khan. Great movie, one of the best Star Trek movies in my honest opinion. Great Blu-ray steelbook, and you get two versions of the movie. You get the theatrical cut and the director's cut version of the movie as well. I think also I did this unboxing of the Nintendo Switch 2, so you can check out that video, which I had to re-upload because I don't know why it disappeared. It's just YouTube for you. And I've been also done a series of comparison videos comparing the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, so you can check out those videos as well. Also art books, 3 of recent I've done with the movie Gemini Man, Black Panther Wakanda, and the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising. Normally these hardback art books go for between £30 to £35. But I got them anywhere between £2.99 to £4.99, brand new from Forbidden Planet. So if you're ever in Central London area in Holborn, check out Forbidden Planet. And then we've got much more art books to come, which I got during the previous Christmas sales. And they will be a movie, TV show, video game, and video game related, and also some other ones I've got in my personal collection as well. So there's going to be a lot of content on my YouTube channel as well. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit 600 subs, and as of the 3rd of July, we're way over over 800 YouTube subscribers. We're nearly at 900. So yeah, big thank you to those of you who are regular subscribe to my YouTube channel. Whether or not you're a regular subscriber or you recently subscribed, I really appreciate you all. If there's any question you want to ask about this product, then please feel free to ask, and I'll do the best I can in answering in the comment section. Hopefully we can hit 900 YouTube subscribers, because as I said before, we're only a few away from hitting that mark, and obviously the big 1,000 YouTube subscribers, which is my big goal for the last couple of years. So again, a big thank you to every single one of you. Without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is today. So a big thank you to each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Also live stream on Twitch. Find me there, same name as my YouTube name, to add number 76. I will leave the link in the description box if you having trouble finding me and care to want to follow me on Twitch. I don't have a set schedule when I live stream, just mainly because my busy, hectic personal life and also health problems. So it's a day-by-day basis when I can and can't stream. Normally I try to upload the videos to YouTube if they don't have any copyright material in it. Speaking of YouTube, on a rare occasion I do live stream on YouTube. It mainly will be casual gaming, beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, platform games, sports games, racing games, things like that. Even if you do miss the live streams, the videos will be kept up. For example, a month and a half ago, I did 2 birthday streams. You can check out those. I thought it would be nice to have some live viewership, but I know that people can't make it, depending on if they're working or family or wherever the time zone where are in the world. So again, the videos will be kept up. I thought it would be nice to have some live viewership. And just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and I'll speak to you again in my next video. Bye for now.